So my oldest sister of 6 years was a nurse, and she would come home from work after a long day and tell me all about the patients that she was able to help. So I knew early on after listening to her that I wanted to pursue a career in nursing. So I initially worked at St. Anthony's, a local hospital, on the post-operative floor. I took care of a lot of post-op cervical and lumbar fusions, knee and hip replacements, and I quickly fell in love with that type of patient. I've always really enjoyed educating, and as a nurse practitioner, I get to spend a lot of time with the patient and with education, kind of bridging that gap between the bedside nurse and the physician. Yeah, so typically I will see a patient, new consults who come in with pain. We start off by going over a detailed history, when the pain started, how long it's lasted, what causes the pain, what makes it better. And then I'll do a physical exam and try to determine kind of what the source is, what elicits the pain. And then I'll go over the imaging with the patient, as well as information about what conservative options they have, potentially what surgical options that they may have. And I like to lay out both because I never want a patient to feel like I'm telling them what they have to do. I want them to know what their options are in both regards, conservatively and surgically, and we make a decision together on what the best course of action is for that particular patient. I'm able to then transition into the operating room and see these patients that I've been evaluating from the beginning and work it all the way up to the surgical setting. I assist Dr. Nardoni as a first assist in the OR, so I'm there throughout the entire surgery, and so I really enjoy that aspect of being able to see the patient from start to finish, from the beginning of symptoms all the way through their last post-op visit, see them actually start to feel better, be able to get back to the activities they enjoy without pain. So it's very rewarding work. I think the greatest satisfaction is when I can see a patient come into the room and just look so much better. You can just see it in their face, you can see it in their eyes. Of course, most of the time they will share with you how grateful they are, how they've had such an improvement in their quality of life. They can play with their grandkids, they can go garden, they can exercise again, do things that they enjoy. That's the most rewarding for me.